let me tell you something about me that I have figured out about myself. I have figured out when it comes to seeing females in normal situations, this normal shit, right? I can find the sexiness in it. And I'm going to give you an example. I've noticed here recently, a lot of women be posting their pictures of themselves, weighing themselves. They on their weight loss journey or whatever, that they working out. So they take a picture of them, them weighing themselves and showing what their weight is. They're proud of it. So, of course, it's the pictures of them standing, looking down at the scale. But the only thing you see is basically thighs and down, feet standing on the scale, and then the scale, and whatever it is their weight is. I'm gonna be honest with you. What I see, I find that sexy as hell. Because it's so suggestive, isn't it? It's so suggestive. Like, it's suggesting that, they could be naked, and that, titillates your mind. But they might not be. They could just have really short shorts on or panties on or whatever. But still, just seeing some nice thighs, some pretty feet, toenails done. What are we talking about? When I first saw one of these type of pictures, I didn't think much of it. I took note, but I kept it moving, and I kept seeing it more and more. I was like, I'm just fine. The thing is, yes, I am aware they probably do it on purpose. And when you see it posted on Instagram and shit like that, they know what they're doing. They know folks are there to see them thick thighs, them pretty feet, or at least done up feet, all right? They know what they're doing. Then you see, like, the scale part of it, like, they on their weight loss journey. But yeah, I don't need to see everything. The normal shit's fine. Normal shit is fine. Look, I had a female friend send me a picture. She was enjoying some ice cream tonight. Okay, she sent me a picture. She's holding a thing of ice cream up, whatever. Let me know she's partaking. Now, she's being casual. She's at her own house. She can sit how she likes, enjoying herself. Behind the ice cream. Okay? I'm going to tell you what, when I first opened that picture up, babe, I ain't even noticed the ice cream. All I saw was brown legs and feet. Is what I saw. That's what my eye was drawn to. It's the normalcy of it. It's just the casual normalcy of it, right? I know it's not the point. I know I'm making something sexual that shouldn't be, and I do apologize. It shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way. It's attractive. It's attractive in a woman. Okay, it's like I think the normal shit is attractive in a woman. You ain't gotta try so hard. You're attractive anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't even know what that flavor was. You know what I'm saying? Don't even know what that flavor was. And I almost said something, but I was, I started typing it out too. I ain't gonna lie about it. She listened to this shit. She gonna hear about it. I started typing my little flirty joke out. No, I don't think I didn't. But yeah, damn all the news. It's just some casual shit. You just doing nothing around the house. Just being yourself. Anyways, this is the JC Weekly Podcast, episode 31. Moving right along. You can find me everywhere on all platforms. Just search JC Weakley. You'll find me. You'll see me there. I'll tell you what. I'm kind of starting to get some numbers on some things. I don't think people are listening all the way through, which is, it is what it is. It happens, and it's a long 30 minutes. It's a long episode. Maybe I'm not. Maybe the topics aren't as great as they could be, but I'm getting. My numbers are going up. I just wish, you would get maybe to some of the better topics. I don't always lead off with the best topic. I kind of lead off with a topic that's, maybe I can make jokes and make fun of, and kind of just loosen the vocal cords up. But speaking of women's bodies, this is something I thought about as well. Because scrolling Instagram, scrolling places like Threads and shit like that, you do see a lot of women parading their body. Which is their right. It's their body. They can do as they please with it. And I know a lot of women get a lot of hate for doing such. And I know some of them are getting paid. Or making some monetary value, something from doing such. The question is it as big as a problem as men or anybody's making it out to be? It's their body. They can do what they want. Like, I have a friend. When we were big into watching, I'm a gamer, so we were big into watching streamers and doing a little streaming ourselves. He hated, and I don't know how much anybody is on Twitch and watches streamers, but there's a term used for female streamers who use their body to their advantage for streaming. They would call titty streamers, and obviously, they would show a lot of flesh on their streams, and get a lot of views and get a lot of donations and money coming in, subscribers and whatnot because of it. And he hated it. He would say a lot of disparaging things about these females who he didn't know. And I always it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's fine. They're just using what if they're okay with what they're doing. Why does it matter? They're just using something they have to an advantage that they know. Basically, dumb men will pay money just to watch me do little to nothing on camera. Nothing sexual at all. I just got cleavage showing, whatever. And men will come in here and talk and pay money to do such. I'm going to tell you what. The people who get mad about this, women who show their bodies a lot online for any type of monetary, reciprocation, it's because they jealous. It's because they jealous that men can't do it. We just got one thing to show. We've got one thing that we can show off, and we can't show it off because that would be nudity. Women got the cleavage. They can be in short shorts or even underwear, whatever, showing thighs, showing ass, and still it's not nude. We can't show there's no. I mean, I guess generally we could be in tight, skimpy something or another, but I just don't think there's a market for it because women don't care to see that, nor will they pay for that. Gay men might, maybe, but even so, maybe that, whatever. I think the reason why men get so mad about it, women doing that, is because we can't do it. If I had to pay our tits, I mean, surely, I think about it, hey, why not? Let's get a little money on the side, you know what I'm saying? Also, the question is people always like to ask the question, would you let your a spouse or significant other do porn? Could you be in a relationship if that was her job? This isn't even porn. This is just being, showing some assets, some teasing. Let's say that, teasing some assets online, and men are, willing to throw money your way. Would you be okay? I apologize for that. Bottle popping. Would you be okay with that? Like, it's definitely, it's not sex involved, no sexual acts involved, and there's no nudity involved at all. Like, and most shows make a lot of money. Like, would that be okay? Like, there's nothing sexual on her side of things, but obviously it's sexually charged on the man's side of things who's paying the money. Like, they could be, at the house jacking off all, should that matter? I mean, would that be a thing? Because definitely the biggest thing right now is you see all these women that are doing feet content and selling feet pics and whatever, pouring honey and shit on their feet. And I don't know if the fucking posts are true, but they're like, oh, I make double my husband's salary because I sell my feet online and shit like that. Would you be okay with that? Like how far are you willing to like let that go? I'd be okay with feet, I think. We'd have to have a conversation about showing the cleavage and all these other things, then being very flirtatious on it's kind of like your wife working at the or girlfriend. It's kind of like working at Hooters, she's there flirting with men, wearing very skimpy outfits and whatnot. That they're in person though, so it's kind of maybe even a little worse. But this is through the computer screen. I mean, what are they going to do? All they're doing is sending money and maybe making sexual comments, which can be blocked. Feet pics I would be okay with. I think that's okay. It's anonymous. You don't not seeing the face, right? I'd sell my own goddamn feet if people wanted men's feet pics. What are we talking about? But no. Generally, like I don't get the hate towards. I understand, and to be honest, I think a lot of women who are doing it and posting themselves in that way, say just on like Instagram, very much a confidence booster, right? Very much a confidence booster. And if it's making them feel better and they are absolutely fine with it and it's not an unhealthy act or reason why they're doing it, then go for it. If you love, showing some of your body off a little bit and loving the comments that, you get from it, then great. But if it's for an unhealthy reason, then, now we're talking about a different situation. That's different thing. But so many women do it. And some women, it does lead to like things like OnlyFans. But I'm also don't have a problem with that either. No, I'm not on that now. When it comes to being with someone with that, I mean, that'd be a conversation. That'd be a tough conversation. I don't know if that was something I'd want to be involved in, but for the women who are doing it, hey, it is their body. They can do as they please with it. So this is, I don't know why there's so much policing. Policing of the body, of someone else's body. Like I want my body policed by anybody. I should be able to show what I want or do what I want with it. I just thought about that, just scrolling Instagram and seeing so many females, not wearing much or showing their body off and whatnot. Anyways, I don't know how old you have to be to know what this is, or if it is still a thing, or if you have heard of it. But does anybody remember pen pals? Does anybody even write letters anymore? If you don't know what the fuck a pen pal is, God, this bottle is popping. I apologize. If anybody doesn't know what pen pals, so in school, when I was in school, like we did things like pen pal things, like it was a kind of a program. Like it'd be someone else in another country, like another kid in another country, and you'd write letters to each other, and just talk to each other, and whatever, talk about where you live, what how it is, this and whatever you talk about in the letters. And so it was kind of a thing that you do when you were in school. And I remember doing it in like elementary school or middle school. I think probably elementary. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember, writing to someone that was in another country. As part of the school had this whole pen pal program. And that doesn't exist anymore, does it? Like pen pals. Like actually like sitting down and writing a letter to someone, like, a 1, 2, 3 page letter, just kind of getting it all, because letters involve time to get where they're going, and then sitting down and have the to be honest, the intimacy of reading these thoughts, right? Now everything's instant. Text messaging, any messaging platform, whatever. It's just very instant, and they're all very short, little things. There's no waiting. Everybody wants everything, instant gratification right now. I almost feel like I would like to write a letter to someone, I feel like that we've gotten so far. I think instant gratification has become a bad thing, and the waiting, the anticipation of getting something from someone that you're looking forward to it, and you're sharing your life and your feelings and emotions, and you're getting to sit in and read it and reread it, and and it's not that you can't do that in a text message. It's just that it doesn't feel as intimate or as time was put into it. Just doing this quickly while you're doing something else in life, and then sending it on instead of actually sitting down and crafting something, and really articulating yourself well, And I saw someone say, "Hey, does anybody want to be?" Someone did this online. Said this online. Said, "Hey, does anyone want to be download slowly and like do pen pals?" And I didn't know what the fuck slowly was. I looked it up, and apparently is an app called Slowly, and it's basically an app where you become pen pals with someone. And this is not an ad or anything like that. I thought it was interesting, so I'm talking about it. So you become pen pals with someone. You write the letter still electronically, unfortunately. It'd be nicer if it was just pencil and paper, but either way. But you become pen pals with someone, wherever they are, wherever they may be in the world. And you send it. And depending on where they are in the world, how far away they are from you, it doesn't go to them instantly. It may take a few days. So it's mimicking what an actual mail being delivered is. Just you have to wait for it. You have the anticipation is there. So I thought that was interesting. I wouldn't use it because it is still electronic. I would rather, if I was going to write, I would want to sit down or actually pen to paper, write something out, send it to someone. But That's one of those things I haven't heard a like pen pal term in a long time, and I wondered if it's still a thing that exists, and do people actually still write letters to people? I imagine people that are incarcerated still get letters. I think that's probably the one section of the world that's still holding up pen pals is writing to a loved one that's incarcerated. And actually, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's still a thing, but at one time people that are incarcerated, uh, um, there was a pen pal program for incarcerated people, so they could, you could write to someone inside and maybe make their day. Just keep them attached to the real world. Just in something. Um, I thought about like when I write, I do it either on a computer or a phone. I thought about this recently, and it kind of goes along with the pen pal thing. Like, you want to, like, I'd love to be able to sit down and do it with a pencil or pen on a piece of paper. It's just something about it, you know. But I think unfortunately, I've gotten so used to doing it, just typing it on a computer. I don't know if I could go back, and I hate that. I have terrible handwriting too. But I would like to, before I die, to once again write letters to someone. Just find someone, it could be a loved one, it could be someone just write a letter to them, expressing something, just really fleshing out thoughts and emotions and articulating them well, and having that piece of paper you fold up and put in an envelope, Maybe I'm just old fashioned. I don't know. Um, I had something said to me recently. What is it's a term I've heard before. And I do, and it's not something I don't believe in. So I guess I've never had it. I've never felt like I could use the term. So it's the term, the term or the thought is someone showing up in your life when you need it. And so I had someone that said this to me, and um and so it got me thinking about that and how much I don't ever think I've ever thought about that too much in my life. Like, oh, like I was really in a tough spot in my own personal life, and someone came along and kind of helped me through it, or maybe see things differently, or maybe want to make changes for the better. Which to be honest, I feel that at the moment. And it's a funny thing to feel like, oh, this one random and or not random person can do, like, just make such a large change in your life, or make you think differently, or make you feel differently, or whatever. And also be on the other side of it, and someone let you, or someone let you know that about you, and you're like, oh, it's a little bit of pressure, right? You're like, oh, like, you're happy that they feel that way, and you're happy that you can be there for them, and you want to continue to do that. But it makes me think about all the people that I've come across in my life, because I've had people in my life that come and they're there for a period of time in my life, a chapter of my life, and then they go. And it made me think: were they there when I needed them? And then it was just that chapter just closed, and then it just time moves on. So I've had people that I was really close to and spent a lot of time with, and for a handful of years, and then our paths went different ways, and just you speak less and less, you see them less and less, until it's nothing, until what's left is just memories, and then even with that, you barely think about them. I definitely have those people. These are people that I have a certain person that was I would have called them a best friend at that time. Like one of my best friends, because I still have a best friend in my life, but we don't ever talk. And then you think about them, and you're like, oh, I should really hit them up. And it's crazy when people say that. I should really contact them and get them, find out how they're doing. And you never do, because you've gotten used to like them not being in your life, and so it's one of those things. But like this person telling me about a person or you or whatever showing up in a life, when they need it. Like, yeah, you start thinking like, okay, these people that have come to my life and that made an impact and were very much a part of it and then left, were they there when I needed them, or were they just someone that was there in passing and wasn't meant to be a part of my life for my whole life, just that moment? Then you start thinking about, but did I need them? Was I going through something at the time? And when I think about it, I can't think of anything I was going through at that time I specifically needed them for, or they helped me with. They make me happy. They made me happy. It was fun. They were fun people. He was a fun person. It's funny how people come in and out of your life. I think it's even funnier how the ones you can get really close with somehow stop. They just, I guess that chapter passes, and you kind of split apart a little bit until you're not thought of at all. And I do have regrets about that when it comes to people, that's happened with me in my life. I do have regrets about that. So I'm aiming not to make that mistake now. This time I definitely was going through something, and this person definitely, I feel like it has very much helped, in my growth, I guess. So, but before, I'm not sure. I guess it was just someone there to make life easier, someone there to laugh with, in previous years, and have a good time with, and maybe forget your problems. Maybe that's just enough, right? Maybe it's just enough. I don't know. Life's hard when you're doing it alone. It's nice to have someone, and sometimes life surprises you, and people show up in it that you didn't expect, but you're glad they're there. So, But yeah, let me know what you guys think about any of the topics I was talked about tonight. Women using their bodies, pen pals, whatever. The people showing up in your life when you need them. Just like, let me know what you think, what you thought about it. I'll be honest with you. I'll look and see if I have YouTube comments on these things, but I get most of my listens on the the audio listening platforms. I never check the comments there. I probably need to. I could have a ton of people just talking greatly about, or having great conversations about this. But this was the JC Weekly Podcast, episode 31, and I'll see you next time. Peace.